Corruption invasion! Yes, Donald Trump has bought himself a federal judge who is firmly and deeply in his pocket. So far, she might as well be a pocket pussy. My God, this is such unbelievable corruption. Democrats can never get away with this shit. Democrats can't even get away with getting a fucking blowjob. And Trump, meanwhile, can literally buy a federal judge who is completely out of line in all of her rulings, and corporate media doesn't talk about it. Yes, I'm jumping right into it this time. I have learned that I need to dive headfirst into the controversy at the beginning of these live streams, otherwise my engagement goes... I mean, normally my engagement goes... anyways, but now I'm trying to learn, okay? I'm getting better at this whole... sound like a boomer. Getting better at this social media thing. Wow, a lot of people in here. Welcome. Hi, Gabby. How are you? Danny Cable, Ruby Road, Hithwiz, Princess Claudia, R. Glass, Ben Carbajal, Fritz T.I., Mage DeRoy, Alex Baker, Miss Kindred Ivy. Okay, so as we all know, Trump has... Here's the other crazy thing. He's not just bought one federal judge. He's bought multiple federal judges, okay? We all know that Alito and Thomas were already on the take. They've been on the take since they were fucking nominated. But now you've got Amy Coney Barrett and Brett the Rapist Kavanaugh totally in his pocket. But the biggest one of all is Eileen Loose Cannon. This lady is... You look at her and the term batshit jumps out of the dictionary at you. Have you seen her? She's got the fucking Charles Manson crazy eyes. Her little posing picture, she's like... She's fucking insane. I mean, she looks like she's absolute cartoon villain off of like Rocky and Bullwinkle. That's what this woman looks like. So, Trump's case in Florida, which is the documents case. Princess Claudia, thank you. I'm glad you like that one. Is the documents case, which is pretty fucking clear. I mean, there's messages being exchanged saying, hey, hide the evidence. Okay, put it this place, put it that place, which just so happens to tie into the very dates that the feds were going to search him. And then there's video cameras of this happening. There's correspondence back and forth. And Loose Cannon has absolutely no idea what she is doing. Her opinions and her legal rulings have been so fucking inconsistent, she's had to get smacked down several times by a higher court for being so inconsistent. And what was really funny is how when the higher court, when Jack Smith appealed to the higher court, some, more legal scholars and observers, would you say, yes, were saying, oh, well, now she'll get in line. Now she will understand the way that the law works, and she will apply it evenly and fairly. And no, not even close to what she ended up doing. She took that moment to do an extra backflip off the fucking diving board into Crazy Pool. That's what she did. So, of course, with her getting smacked down, she just continues to rule inconsistent and stupid in favor of Trump over and over and over, no matter how inconsistent it matters. There was a whole thing about the, I believe it was a special prosecutor or something, not a special prosecutor, but someone to determine which of the files Trump could have access to because they were top secret. And she was saying, like, he needs to have access to this, but he also doesn't need to have access to it because if he had access to it, that would prove his guilt. And also, if he does have access to it, then it's compromising national security. It has made no fucking sense, her rulings. They're completely contradictory. And no one's talking about this. Corporate media is not talking about this. She is literally in Trump's pocket. And mark my words, we are going to find a couple years down the road, 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road that she is absolutely on the take. There's going to be paper transactions. There's going to be bank records. And she is going to have money being dumped into her personal account from, the Donald Trump Super McDonald's PAC. And then also from probably Leonard Leo or, God damn it, who was that? Was it Leonard Leo? Leonard Leo wasn't the Nazi. The Nazi guy that was supporting Thomas, Justice Thomas. We shouldn't even be calling him Justice Thomas. Farce Thomas. Farce Justice Clarence Thomas. Damn, what was that guy's name? He was the billionaire guy. Wasn't Leonard Leo. I just looked this up the other week, too. Can't remember his name. Ashley Mulkerin, Acha Setiarso, Gabla 12, Eleanor S. Watson, welcome. I'm going to wave to all of you. Wave, wave, wave. The Florida case is really one of the more important cases. I mean, obviously this one in New York was important, of course, but this one is out and out treason. The man had access, hi Gabla, the man had access to all of these most sensitive documents in our nation's history. You know, nuclear documents, counter-strike documents in the event of nuclear war, where sensitive, items are being held, things of that nature. And Trump had all of it stored in a fucking bathroom, but he's like, no, it's okay. Look, watch. Shower curtain pulled. You can't see it. It's not there. It's gone. Poof. Magic. Magic. Like Siegfried and Roy. Siegfried and Roy. Very big fans of Trump. And he's going to fucking basically get away with this because Eileen Loose Cannon, is totally in his fucking pocket. And it just got shown, there was a new report I was just reading, where much more experienced judge, because you also have to remember Eileen Loose Cannon has almost no actual trial experience. She is greener than someone who is sick with seasickness in the face. That's how green she is. And she, they pooled the case and she landed on her docket. And there were other judges far more experienced than her saying, hey, please step aside. We should be taking these cases. And she refused. Of course she refused. Trump appointed her. She wanted this case because she is there at doing her job, which is not the protection of America and, upholding our laws. Her job is protecting Trump, the dear leader himself. That is her singular goal down there in shithole Florida. That's what she is doing, and it's paying off. Nominating this one fucking judge is paying off so many dividends for Trump because he's been able to stall. And now this case, which is one of the most important cases against him, might not even go up until after the election, at which case, of course, Trump can just dismiss the whole fucking thing. Which he will, by the way, because he is a fascist and a dictator, and that's what he's going to do. And it's a good reminder, again, of why this election is so important, because these judges, as you can see, play a big role in our society. Not just for, lifelong careers like Trump, whom they will let off the hook, but this Eileen Loose Cannon lady also oversees other cases, of people like you and I, people who the feds wrongly persecute, people who the police wrongly target, even though they're the ones a lot of times, running drugs and raping people and raping children, no less. By the way, the police have a long history of child rape within their organization and their profession. And people like Eileen Loose Cannon are in charge of our futures. Because if we're wrongly convicted or if we're faced with some kind of charges, she's the one that's going to be deciding what kind of evidence can be used against us, whether it was illegally obtained or not. She won't care. And again, this is why elections matter. We should have learned this in 2016 because guess what? Well, I was going to say if we had won in 2016, we wouldn't have Eileen Cannon, but we also wouldn't have this case against Trump because he never would have gotten in office or had access to nuclear documents. He can't dismiss it if we don't vote him in. Correct. Yes, that's exactly my point. And also, three of the justices on the Supreme Court are nearing retirement time/age. And the next president is most likely going to have an opportunity to replace those judges. And also, they're going to have an opportunity to put in more judges like Eileen Loose Cannon, which is exactly what Trump will do. He'll appoint these unqualified, sycophant morons. And if we don't stop him, that's what's going to happen. And don't get me wrong, I definitely don't want to vote for Biden based on all the stupid shit that he's doing right now, from Gaza to immigration. But the fact is, I sound like John Oliver right now. But the fact is that if we don't do something, shit is going to go down. It's my John Oliver impression on the spot. So we have to do something to win these Supreme Court seats, to win these judgeships, and that does include voting for Biden. I'm sorry, it sucks. Yes, I know. But like I said in my last live stream, if Republicans who supposedly think of themselves as so moral and dignified still voted for Trump in 2016 by holding their nose, then guess what? You can too. Hold your nose get in the voting booth, and for Christ's sake, just vote for Biden. It's the only fucking chance we have. Solash6, Simons Bruce W, welcome. John O would have loved that. Oh, John Oliver, you think so? Yeah. I'll have to tag him when I upload this video. I'll do that as a little clip. I heard it in my head as I was doing it. I was like, oh, that actually kind of sounds like him. I mean, he has such a... He's always so adamant about things that are going wrong. Just have a real kind of uppity British accent. I love the video he did last week, or a week before last about India's election. He was like, and I know that someone with this accent and this face should not be talking about India and telling them what to do. Eric Von B, welcome. Okay, so Q&A if anyone has questions. I gotta look up this guy. Harlan Crow. I didn't even have to look it up. I just needed a minute. Harlan Crow. That's the guy with literal Nazi memorabilia. Literal Nazi memorabilia. And Clarence Thomas is going out with this guy on his yacht and shit. It's like, how little respect must you have for yourself to accept gifts from a guy and, you know, basically get bribed by a dude who, the moment he gets in charge, will have you back in chains. How little self-respect, how much, Clarence Thomas must fucking hate himself. Like, deep down. How could you be such a fucking coward, such a limp dick little wimp, that you would accept gifts from that kind of a person? That's unbelievable. I'm a Dem, but Biden not my first choice, but way fucking better than the orange turd. He is, and it sucks. We are now in the binary choice of our political times. It sucks, and it's true. But you can't really even say that it's the lesser of two evils. Respectfully, people will say that, and I think they are horribly, stupidly mistaken. Because it's not. Because we still did get a lot of things that we wanted with Biden, right? Our jobs are coming back. Our deficit is going down. Unemployment is going down. The wealth gap between black folks and white folks has shrunk. Black people have made so much more money under Biden. I mean, granted, the Supreme Court struck it down. But, you know, there was student debt forgiveness. There's manufacturing coming back. There are a whole host of positives to having Biden. And then, of course, he has this fucking anchor of his Netanyahu necklace that's just dragging down his re-election chances that makes no sense to anyone else. And respectfully, I think Biden is just racist towards Palestinians. I think that's just a fact. How could you look at what's happening in Gaza and still side with Netanyahu? I mean, you're just blind. There's a small chance Biden is also on the take. Just saying, small chance. Biden has been good, lower insulin. Oh, that's right. Yes, he was able to get Medicare, Medicare to negotiate drug prices. Yeah, huge win, huge fucking win. He expanded the cost of the payouts for seniors, for Social Security. Yeah, good point. Yeah, lowest unemployment rate for black folks in history, right? Hi, Quadzilla, how are you? Yeah, all correct. So yeah, this is a Q&A. Any questions, go ahead and ask away real quick. I have a very busy day today. Got to go to an audition. This is my first in-person audition fucking since pre-COVID. Everything has always been self-taped and stuff, you know. What are you whining about now, Rufus? Oh, you're going to see my dirty laundry on the floor, but... What? What do you want, my guy? Can you wave to the camera? Are you gonna be shy? Well, you gonna be shy. Oh, he farted. Okay. That's why he was whining. Oh, my God. Okay. I think... oh, boy. Yeah, that's my cue to end this live stream. Thanks for watching, everybody.